24/7 First Alert weather.
As far as the goes, typically a lot of gardeners will wait until after Mother's Day or after the snow is gone from Schaefer Butte up at Bogus Basin to get some of those more sensitive plants in the ground because there's still the potential to see some cold mornings that could damage those sensitive plants if you don't wait long enough. And we've had a really cool spring so far and a wet spring. We needed all of it. While it's not the best news for, outdoor activities and what have you, it is really good news for the snowpack that we have in the mountains to keep it there. Really worst case scenario would be to warm things up too soon and too much and see all of that come off and run off and not be able to take advantage of the snowpack running off. So still some snow up there and still some snow in the forecast. And yes, I mean for the Treasure Valley. The potential for some snowflakes to fall all the way down to the valley floors is in the forecast for early Monday morning. And I'll show you that timeline. Right now, 48 degrees in Boise, no snow. Temperature's too warm for that. In fact, it's dry now and a lot quieter in comparison to what we experienced overnight last night. 33 in Stanley, McCall sitting at 37, kind of an ominous look, very similar to what we experienced last Saturday morning in Sun Valley. Pretty ominous there as well. So here's the cold front, made its way through with a lot of noise last night. Pots and pans banging in the skies, certainly. Hopefully you were able to sleep through it, but there were several of us who were not. And if you missed it and you want to experience it, a lot of great reports, pictures, and videos that are posted to our Idaho Weather Watchers Facebook group. So here's the unsettled conditions and the cooler air that's coming into play for us for the entire weekend. That is to say, there will be dry times. It'll be more of a splash and dash weather, as I keep mentioning. Have a plan B on standby, but you'll still be able to get some of your outdoor activities in as long as you have the rain gear with you as well. Our high temperatures through the last 2 weeks, fairly close to average most days, and we enjoyed a string of 3 days into the 70s. I think, though, that our high for today for Boise has already happened. 59 degrees just after midnight last night. I'll show you those temperatures through the last 20 hours. Really cruising along, enjoying a nice evening last night. You remember, right? You were enjoying some grilled burgers, hot dogs, and what have you on the patio. And then the wind started to pick up and the cold front made its way through right about midnight, really cutting those temperatures down rather quickly with some very gusty winds. There was a wind gust recorded in Jerome up to 62 miles per hour. So dry across southwest Idaho right now. A few light spotty showers up through Baker City, across I-4 if you're heading into the Pendleton area today. And eventually this unsettled weather will sag a little farther to the south through the day today. And we're in for some spotty showers and also the potential for some isolated thunderstorms later on this afternoon. So this is looking at the timeline of what to prepare for. It's really midday into the early afternoon when our chances increase to see some wet weather and potentially some stormy weather as well, though not quite as wild as last night. There could be some gusty wind with any thunderstorms that do manage to form. Magic Valley forecast, partly cloudy to mostly cloudy skies, but also still that potential for isolated showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon. Central Mountains, times of sun, times of showers, times of storms. It's really a little bit of everything through the day today, especially in the higher elevations. 52 for a high in Garden Valley. Over into the lower Treasure Valley, yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic we can reach these numbers here for highs this afternoon, but dependent on the cloud cover that hangs around with us, may hold temperatures a little lower, maybe low to mid 50s into the afternoon today. So here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Yes, and the question is, when does this all turn around for us? Because you see Monday morning, 33 degrees, and that's in Boise, so it could be even colder in some of those outlying areas. So yes, a frost. That's why I say maybe be a little more patient when you're thinking about putting the sensitive plants in the ground, Brenda. But we will see, I believe, a string of 70s kind of breaking into that threshold around the middle of May, as I'm looking at the long range. Yeah,
for sure. Well, that's great. I'm excited for May, so I can finally start planning. That's for sure. Well, thank you, and I hope you get enough sleep tonight.